Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about some numbers and an analysis that has made it into the news cycle and whether or not the way those numbers are being received is the way they should be received. So, 370 current cops, 100 active service members, people in the military, and 80 public officials are believed to have been identified on the roster of the group, the Oath Keepers. Now, in the press, people are looking at this and saying these numbers are high. Are they, though? When you really consider the group and what the group was attempting to do, are these numbers high? This roster had 38,000 names on it. 38,000 names. Their target demographic, as the name suggests, are people who took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Yes, I understand the irony of that given everything that's happened, but that's their target demographic. 370 out of 38,000? That's not high. That's not a high percentage. And when you're talking about the service members, we don't know how many of those are reservists or National Guard who were just looking for an identity or just thought it was just another veterans group and had nothing to do with it. These numbers are low. Even if you were to take the standard math when it comes to active versus sympathizer and all of that stuff and multiply it, 3,700 cops nationwide, it's actually not as influential an organization as a lot of people may think. I would love to see this same analysis done of former law enforcement, former military, and see what the percentages are out of that 38,000. I think that information might do a lot of good because there may be people who join groups like this believing that they're going to be around a certain group of people because they're looking for an identity of a sort. That group of people may not be part of this group. And again, I'm not trying to downplay these numbers. I just think that there needs to be perspective on it. These numbers should be much lower. You're never going to have numbers that are zero, but they should be lower. Yeah, I get that. But I honestly expected them to be much higher. I really did. Now, since we're talking about the group, we'll go ahead and hit some other news that has occurred over the last few days. Longtime attorney for the group has been arrested on a conspiracy charge related to the 6th. And it appears that Rhodes has fired a couple of lawyers and is attempting to get a continuance, trying to delay the trial for an additional 90 days or something like that. It looks like, I believe he was set to go to trial the 28th, 29th, the end of the month. How about that? End of September. And is currently trying to get that extended. When you're talking about these numbers, sure, I mean, that's more than it should be. But when you're talking about these are the nationwide numbers, they're nowhere near as high as I would have expected. The recruitment efforts of this group were specifically catered to reach a certain group of people. Going by what we see here, that recruitment effort didn't succeed. So, while, again, these numbers aren't great, they're also not terrifying. They're nowhere near as high as one might expect, given the influence that this group and groups like this are given, it may be a case where perceived capability is being substituted for an accurate analysis of actual capability. And it's just something to keep in mind. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.